Now we'll go ahead and talk about our quality box here. Right here, contour. This contour basically decides the areas of the shadow where it's opaque and where it actually shows a shadow here. So if we go ahead and we've got presets here that you can click in, you can see the differences that they make. And if you go ahead and take our fill opacity and turn it down, you can see this shadow a little bit better here. What this graph here is showing you, let's go ahead, you can click on the middle of it and bring up the graph. Basically breaking this down is on this axis you have the transparency, the opacity from 0 to 100% opaque, and then on this axis you have the outside of the shadow to the inside of the shadow. So this point right here is saying that the very far outside of the shadow is opaque, while the middle of the shadow is, the very far side of the shadow, outside of the shadow, is transparent, while the middle of the shadow is opaque. As you can see, opaque, and then it becomes transparent out to the side. If you were to raise the outside slider up, you can start to see the edges of the outside hardening here. They're no longer transitioning to transparency. And if you're to bring this inside slider down, you can see the inside beginning to become opaque. And then you can play with the middle and get different shapes, different rings here. You can just kind of play around with it if you want. Otherwise, just go ahead and leave the default shadow. The noise is basically random generated pixels of the same color. Here we've got our blacks, grays, and transparent pixels. As you can see there, kind of creates a rough look to it. But that's about it for the drop shadow layer style.